Hi guys, welcome back to Underwater Astrology. Please enjoy the simple forecast for the week of December 22nd through till December 29th, 2023. Welcome back to Underwater Astrology. This week is amazing. This week I will go over some of the cosmic events for each sign very simply. We are in Mercury in retrograde. This is a time where a lot of signs want to move forward, right? A lot of people want to move forward with their divine will plan of how they're going to achieve what they want. Neptune direct, Chiron direct, coming direct this week, and the full moon, and this feeling of heightened energy. But in all actualization, it's going to take weeks and weeks of maturing to really get to the truth of the matter. I don't really see anything truly alchemizing till we wrap up this Mercury retrograde. Sure, there will be this feeling of things moving forward, but in terms of personal development, yes, this is a Mercury retrograde. Yes, you have to attune and revise things to really alchemize a better experience of the retrograde. You know, it's very much be careful of the electronics you buy, you know, kind of these tropes that are very true. It's very much understanding that, you know, be careful when you're driving, you know, and also just make sure that your electric system is good. You know, make sure you have hot water. You have access to hot water. You know, make sure that, not to be weird and personal, but your food isn't rotting with this Mercury retrograde in Capricorn ruling over the earth. You know, make sure you're not eating expired food and stuff like that, because that's poisonous. So let's go over the 12 zodiac signs and some of the aspects that are happening in terms of the cosmic events is what I mean. So Aries rising, the cosmic event is that it is 0 degrees Capricorn this week. We are starting off Capricorn season. It is transiting your 10th house, right? It's moving 7 degrees. It's really about embracing Capricorn energy, Capricorn and its aspect to Aries, and that really is about understanding that aspect to Aries is a square. So for a lot of you, you guys may be feeling like with this Mercury retrograde, like you've been trying to attain a certain placement in your career. And it's really about understanding that you will get there. There is divine assistance, especially with Chiron going direct in your first house. December 20th, Chiron goes direct. December 26th, the same day as the full moon in Cancer. So I think a lot of it will be about this feeling that day, December 26th, that, wow, like I really do feel like people can access my personality more. You know what I mean? I don't feel so far away, and I also feel that I'm having more heightened intuition around my home life and my soul tribe and getting really serious about that. So I feel like this week is easy week for you guys, but it's more understanding there is a process to the maturation. It's about understanding the longevity of where you're going, and that these themes are not necessarily supposed to disappear. It's your understanding of these themes that awakens over time. For Taurus rising this week, the cosmic event is that we're in Capricorn season. We start off the week Sun in 0 degrees Capricorn, transiting your 9th house. So it's really about understanding you need to realize that Mercury is going into retrograde, but you need to slow down your thinking to really process through some of those belief systems you have about where you're going. Capricorn rising, you're the GOAT, greatest of all time. So it's really about understanding, am I pointing to the truth of the nature of where I'm going? Am I pointing to this new Plutonian truth I have of myself, of rebirth, of transformation, of what's truly possible with all these beautiful cosmic events that are happening in my life? Am I willing to accept here at Taurus rising? Oof. Damn. For Taurus rising, the cosmic event this week is that we are in Sun in 0 degrees Capricorn. Taurus, you need to start being in the I am. You need to start getting into that mindset of I have. You need to start putting in those affirmations. True node, 22 degrees, transiting your 12th house. Well, the only true node here is that you won't have anything if you're not staying firm in your belief system, Sun in Capricorn, coupled up with Pluto. You know, you have to be in your own authenticity here to get the material success. You have to realize the shedding process. You have to realize this is a process here, Taurus. This is a maturation process of who you are. Yes, it can be a little bit eccentric with Uranus and Jupiter there, and sometimes you just don't want to be a part of it all, but you have to realize that it is about the deep inner reflection here, and it will all pay off. That is what I see for you this week, and that we do have Chiron going direct, and it's going direct December 26th in Aries. And that's transiting your 12th house. So that is about putting in those higher intentions in your subconscious. And the same day, the full moon in Cancer, transiting your 3rd house. So you might just hear from someone you absolutely adore, and that's super exciting. Mercury is in retrograde in your 9th house in Capricorn, and that could be tedious, right? But it is going back and looking back and finding those fond photos and seeing all those like tangible things you've collected and realizing, yeah, there is a bigger picture to all of this. For Gemini rising, the sun is in 0 degrees Capricorn for you this week, and that is the cosmic event. It is, in fact, Capricorn season, and it's transiting your 8th house. So you guys got to get much more understanding of the process of how to alchemize other people's resources and how to do so through designated steps. This is not like sitting on the side of the street and asking for money here, Gemini rising. This is making a business plan, sticking to it, looking at YouTube videos, buying the software, and actually going for something, right? We have Mars and Sagittarius opposing your sun in Gemini, your Gemini rising. So it's about understanding that we need to get to a bridge and realize how I see the opposition is seeing that there is a bridge, right, with the opposition. It's a bridge to a higher value, right? And there is divine assistance with getting there. It's about accepting that you are here to be assisted this week. There is assistance with your partnerships. It is about being confident and getting out there. The full moon, December 26th this week, in Cancer, transiting your 2nd house. How are you valuing yourself? And Chiron's going direct in Aries, in your 11th house. It's about the more you value yourself, the more you attract the social circle you want here at Gemini rising. For Cancer rising, the cosmic event this week is that it's Sun in Capricorn. Sun in Capricorn transiting your 7th house. So this week, it's really about understanding that you need to get much more in this realm of there's a designated route for me in my relationships. There are relationships that have worked, and there are relationships that haven't. You know, it's about realizing you're not going back for and going ahead to. It's more that you're always progressing, you know, and that's the deep thing with Cancer is that you guys are really serious about how people see you. And it's really important to realize Mercury is in retrograde, and it is in retrograde with your 7th house, but that's more to look back and understand why things happened and understand that for you, it's really understanding, well, you attracted what you wanted and being satisfied with that. Full moon, December 26, 2023, right? And that's transiting your 1st house. So maybe there's an alchemization of people coming towards you, wanting to work with you, especially with Sun in Capricorn transiting your 7th house. Chiron is going direct same day, December 26th, and Aries transiting your 10th house. So maybe there are people who want to work with you in your career, and that's very exciting. Cancer rising. For Leo rising this week, the sun is for Leo rising this week. Sun in 0 degrees Capricorn. That's a cosmic event, transiting your 6th house. For you guys, it's about realizing you really need to realize there's designated steps with your routine, and that does make you feel better, and that does raise your vibration. Here, the full moon in Cancer, December 26, 2023, transiting your 12th house. It's really about, are you putting in that extra goodness in your subconscious mind to really attract those higher forms of love that you want, right? And for you guys, it's really like understanding Chiron is also going direct the same day in your 9th house. So there is steps to everything, right? It's not instant success for you guys this week. It's more realizing, you know, I responded to the email, you know, I crossed my T's off, I dotted my I's, I really made my, you know, punctuation, I checked my punctuation. I looked at everything. So it's realizing, yes, it will take a bit more energy because of that full moon in the 12th house, but it's the extra energy that does get you to the new heights. 4, Virgo rising. This week, the cosmic event is that Sun is in 0 degrees Capricorn, transiting your 5th house. It's really about understanding that you guys need to start embracing Capricorn energy, you know? What that means is really understanding that Sun is here coupled up with Pluto, both in Capricorn, both in your 5th house, realizing that you guys really need to focus on the spiritual evolution of your love life, of your self-love, of your inner child growth, and that's where you start feeling really connected to that Capricorn energy here, Virgo rising. Remember, Mercury's in retrograde, right? And so Mercury's in 0 degrees Capricorn, and it's coming back into Sagittarius. So this is going to start off in your 5th house, and then it's going to go into your 4th house. So it's going to be like you're thinking about love and your love life, and your self-love, and then you're moving back into thinking about your home life and your soul tribe. So it will be this very nostalgic week for you. I think just like looking back and reflecting on the things you've achieved is where I see you being most successful here, Virgo rising. The full moon's in Cancer, December 26, 2023, in your 11th house, and that's really about bringing in those richer value aspirations where you want to be. You need to start looking forward, and you need to start being more serious about that as well. Chiron's going direct December 26th at 10:09 p.m. Eastern Time in Aries, transiting your 8th house. The more serious you get about where you want to go, the more divinely assisted in resources, the more assistance you will get in other people's resources to get where you need to go. So it's like understanding, like some of you might want to go back to school, right? Uranus in retrograde in Taurus, transiting your 9th house. Jupiter there too. Maybe I want to go back to school and really let that go into my master's, or get a PhD. And maybe that requires a lot more money, right? And maybe this is the time now to apply for those grants for next year, for spring semester, for some of you. Or for some of you, you want to start a new business and you apply for a loan. I see this as being a perfect time to start branching out your ideas and seeing the ones that resonate with you the most. For Libra rising, the cosmic event this week is that Sun is in 0 degrees Capricorn, transiting your 4th house, and that's really exciting. It moves 7 degrees. It's really understanding that Sun and Mercury both start off in 0 degrees Capricorn, but Mercury is in fact moving backwards you're transiting your 4th house, so by the end of the week it will be in Sagittarius. So you kind of have this nostalgic week of, thinking about your soul tribe, your family, your heightened intuition, and then you start thinking about your communication style and your siblings and short distance travel. So you're having this week where it's very picturesque, right? It's very beautiful. And I think that realizing that Libra and Capricorn actually are a square. So for some of you, you might be feeling like you're reworking some of these ideas of how you relate to your soul tribe, or like how you see yourself in your soul tribe, or how you see yourself with your heightened intuition or your family. And that's really important. And in fact, we have the full moon in Cancer, December 26th, 2023, transiting your 7th house. So it's really about, the full moon in Cancer, December 26, 2023, transiting your 10th house. So it's really about understanding that we're all trying to, achieve things in our career. But Libra rising, I think you're getting more serious about it. And you start to feel that by the full moon. You're like, oh, wait, no, I'm getting more serious about this than some of my friends. And you start to be enlightened by that. And I think also the other thing is that Chiron is moving direct the same day at 10:09 p.m. Eastern Time, and Aries transiting your 7th house. So you start to realize, okay, through this more serious energy, I get more serious business partnerships, and people want to link up, and I start feeling like I'm actually moving weight. Scorpio rising this week. Cosmic event is that we're in Capricorn season. Sun is in 0 degrees Capricorn, transiting your 3rd house. Sun moves 7 degrees in Capricorn, and it's still transiting your 3rd house by the end of the week. So the Mercury's here too, but Mercury starts off the week in 0 degrees Capricorn and is transiting your third house. And by the end of the week, it's Mercury and 23 degrees Sagittarius transiting your second house. So for Scorpio, Scorpio rising, in the beginning of the week, you're thinking about communication styles, siblings, short distance travel. And by the end of the week, you're more thinking about how you value yourself, your value system, you know? And I think it's really about thinking like that full moon is December 26, 2023, and thinking about that is this week and like how you're really understanding that will be in Cancer and that will be transiting your ninth house. So you will be more serious about your belief systems, you know? And Chiron is going direct that same day too at 10:09 p.m. in Aries, transiting your sixth house. So you're starting to feel like maybe there's some truth about if I start believing in like a better routine or a better work system, maybe I can achieve it more. And that's what I see for you, Scorpio, Scorpio rising. For Sagittarius, Sagittarius rising, this week, the cosmic event is that we're in Capricorn season. Sun is in 0 degrees Capricorn, transiting your second house. So the sun is moving 7 degrees in Capricorn. Mercury's there too at the beginning of the week in 0 degrees Capricorn, transiting your second house. But it's in retrograde. So by the end of the week, it does, move into Sagittarius 23 degrees, transiting your first house. So I think you're starting off this week, very much thinking about your self-worth, thinking about, how you value things and your value system. And by the end of the week, you're like, your ego's thinking about your self-worth, but you're also as well thinking about how you come across how you come across. So I think for a lot of Sagittarius rising, it's about realizing that there are limits, right, to my energy. Mars in 20 degrees Sagittarius, transiting your first house, and then it moves 5 degrees. It's moving pretty quickly in your sign, so you may feel like, you really are moving quickly, but you're moving at regular time. But it's because it's moving 5 degrees. It's almost moving a degree a day. So it feels like, wow, like, how did I do that so fast? But it's really just this deep knowing. And that's what's so beautiful is that Sun is in your sign, Mars is in your sign, and by the end of the week, Mercury's in your sign. So you're just having this beautiful attention on you that's very much needed. The full moon's in Cancer, December 26, 2023. Transiting your 8th house, so you're going to feel like you've accumulated some deeper aspects of intimacy to something you've needed, and you'll feel very happy about that, and you'll feel like there's a deeper spiritual connection to that. Chiron is moving direct to that same day in Aries at 10:09 p.m., transiting your 5th house. There's just a lot of passion here. Sagittarius rising, just be careful. With love and children and self-love is really, really needed to ground you. You know what I mean? So for Capricorn rising this week, happy birthday, Capricorn rising. The sun is in 0 degrees Capricorn, transiting your first house, and then it moves 7 degrees Capricorn. And then Mercury starting off in your sign, and then in Capricorn, and then it moves back into Sagittarius, and you're transiting your 12th house. So you might feel like you've had, all this attention on you, and then like you're thinking a lot about yourself, but then you're thinking more about like the collective by the end of the week. So it's and the belief system around that. And I think it's really about being flexible in that thinking and realizing, okay, there's a reason why I'm thinking about this, to revise something. And that revision is very much needed so that when it does go direct, when Mercury does go direct January 1st in Sagittarius and finally does go into Capricorn, you will feel that, there has been, when Mercury does eventually enter Capricorn after the retrograde has ended January 13th, you'll be like, oh yeah, I had to revise something about my subconscious mind and how I thought of the collective to feel more integrated into the collective. So it's almost like very much needed for Capricorn to go into this Mercury in 12th house, because it's like you're almost like re-finding how you fit in, and that's really exciting, because by the end of the transit, you're like you feel like you've given so much back to the collective that you see yourself in more dignified light by January 13th, right? So it's also very important to say that the full moon is in Cancer December 26, 2023, and that is transiting your 7th house. So you are getting more serious about your partnerships and you're seeing how they're helping you grow as a person. Chiron is in fact also going direct that day at 10:09 p.m. in Aries, transiting your 4th house, saying there will be more divine assistance with your heightened intuition, with your soul tribe, and with your family. So there's just a lot more support coming in for Capricorn rising. For Aquarius rising, the cosmic event this week is that we enter Capricorn season. We start off the week, Sun in 0 degrees Capricorn, transiting your 12th house. Then we end the week with Sun in 7 degrees Capricorn, transiting your 12th house. It's very important to say that Mercury is in 0 degrees Capricorn, starting off in your 12th house this week in retrograde, and then it moves back into your 11th house in Sagittarius by the end of the week in 23 degrees. So it's about understanding there is this flexibility needed with Aquarius rising. You know, you're needed in the collective, communicating about that, and being more practical about that. And then you're needed more to be like just and fair in your belief system about, you know, where you want to go, your aspirations, your dreams, your social circle. So I see that for you this week. Chiron is going direct December 26th at 10:09 p.m. in Aries in your 3rd house, telling me you guys need to start revising how you're communicating and you'll be more divinely assisted with that. You need to be careful in any kind of trickery. You need to be more honest here. Aquarius rising. The full moon is in Cancer December 26, 2023, and that is, in fact, transiting your 6th house. So there is a serious energy with, like, being, like you almost need to be, like, a little bit grow up here this week. Like, something needs to maturate, like, in your routine and how you're communicating. It's almost like this realness that happens for you, Aquarius rising. For Pisces rising, the cosmic event this week is that we're entering Capricorn season. Sun is in 0 degrees Capricorn, starting at the beginning of the week, transiting your 11th house. And then it moves 7 degrees, transiting your 11th house, right? Mercury's here in 0 degrees Capricorn, transiting your 11th house in retrograde, and it moves back 7 degrees into Sagittarius, transiting your 10th house. So for a lot of you, it's really about understanding, like, Pisces rising, like, you guys are so grounded by this time in your career, your aspirations, you know, but it's that social circle, you know, like, are you willing to let other people in to help you? Because that's what I see with this week, is that other people are coming here to help you, and Mercury is starting off in 0 degrees Capricorn, transiting your 11th house, so you'll be attracting more people, like, to do with your career and to do with your social circle, and they're going to start to merge, and you're going to start to feel like, yeah, the people who are helping me with my career are very much in my social circle too. And you're starting to accept that more. And in fact, full moon in Cancer, December 26, 2023. In Cancer, transiting your 5th house. You're getting serious about self-love here, Pisces rising. Maybe there's an alchemization of something you realize about self-love, validation, your love life for some of you, your inner child. It could be your creative process, and that's super exciting. Chiron is in fact going direct the same day at 10:09 p.m. in Aries, transiting your 2nd house. So there's also this re-emerging value system that's needed to progress you into for some of you, your new love life, right? And there's more divine assistance with that. And that's what I see. And for some of you, it's your creative process. So that's what I see for this week so that's what I see